Good morning students, myself Geetika Kalra, and today in this video we are going to learn about anaerobic respiration. So in anaerobic respiration that takes place in the absence of oxygen. So in anaerobic respiration glucose get oxidized in the absence of oxygen and ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy are the products. So this type of respiration takes place in the yeast and in human muscle cells where there is lack of oxygen. When we do very fast running or some strong exercise, then our body demand for oxygen is more and the supply is less. At that time, glucose is not completely oxidized into carbon dioxide, water and large amount of energy. It just forms lactic acid and energy. So glucose can be changed into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy, or can be lactic acid or energy by the absence of oxygen or by the lack of oxygen. There is difference. Absence means completely absent and lack means it is present but in less amount. So anaerobic respiration is a respiration that takes place in the absence or the lack of oxygen. Now let us see next. Two molecules of ATP are released for the breakdown of one glucose molecule. Now as you know that there are large amount of ATP released in the aerobic respiration, but in anaerobic respiration only two molecules of ATP are released. Now let us see what is next. The end product of anaerobic respiration is either lactic acid or it is ethanol. So when we do very vigorous exercise, then lactic acid is formed in our muscles and that pain a lot. Then it can be corrected by having steam bath or by just pressing hardly our muscles. That will give proper amount of oxygen to the muscles and our muscles get relaxed. So the end product can be lactic acid or ethanol. Ethanol is formed in the yeast cells. It is used in the brewing industry. Now let us see next. Glucose in absence of oxygen form ethanol, carbon dioxide and water. In yeast, energy is produced by converting glucose into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy in the absence of oxygen. So students, it was about anaerobic respiration that it takes place in the absence of oxygen and less amount of energy is released as compared to the aerobic respiration. And it can be of two types. It can be in the absence of oxygen or there can be the lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen releases lactic acid, whereas absence of oxygen produces ethanol and carbon dioxide and less amount of energy. So I hope now anaerobic respiration is clear to you. Okay? So goodbye, take care, stay safe, stay healthy and keep studying.